All right, we are live. Let me just go ahead and pin a statement to the live. And I just had a quick few minutes, and I thought I would take this opportunity to answer some frequently asked questions about our swing. My name is Kasha Johnson. I am Bedroom Candy's head of training and development, and calling in from my home office. And you might know me as the swing lady. I'm the girl who you see swinging on those doors. Okay, might not recognize me without my long braids or twist anymore, but I have seen so many frequently asked questions about our swing, and I came on here to answer it. Before I do that, check me out. Y'all like my shirt? Y'all like the peach shirt? Are y'all feeling the peach shirt? Okay. So real quick, the first question I want to answer that comes up, or the most frequently asked comment that comes up about the swing, is about the door. Okay, I'm going to stand up, right? I am not a small girl. Y'all saw me on the swing. I'm not a small woman. I'm very hippie. I am very curvy. I'm full figured, and I've always been that way for the most part, right? And I have been successfully swinging in that swing since about 2018 or 19. I want to somewhere in that area. Okay, my weight has definitely fluctuated and went up and down. But at my highest weight, I was almost 300 pounds, and I used the swing. So I have only really ever used it, okay, on my bedroom door. Okay, so that's the first thing that I want you guys to know. Thank you. This shirt was actually made by one of our consultants, and so shouting out to BKBC because she does these phenomenal shirts for us. But I've only ever used it on my bedroom door. So for demonstration purposes, we demoed it on a hotel door because I was making arrangements to travel to get with the person who partnered with me to make the video. And so I wasn't in my home state. I was out of town. So when you go out of town, what do? You book a room, right? So we used the hotel door for that purpose of the demonstration because of geographically where we were. But I have always used it on my bedroom door. Now, here's what my tips are about making sure that if you go ahead and use it, that you're doing it right. You want to use it on the side of the door that it closes towards. So you know how, if you're putting it on the side where the door opens, every time you pull down on the door, you're actually pulling the door in the direction that it would open in. We don't recommend that. We recommend putting it on the inside so that when you pull against the door, you're actually pulling it closed. So that's the first thing. Second thing, you don't want no gap on the top of the door. So sometimes a door is installed and there's this kind of like small window of gap, right? If I could show you guys, actually, let me grab a swing. Let me do that. Let me grab a swing, and I'm going to show you guys what's supporting the door, the swing on the door so that it's not falling. Let me do that for you guys, okay? Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. Now, I'm in my office. I don't have my bedroom swing, so what? That's what. I'm gonna bust a brand new one open, and I'm gonna let you guys see what the swing looks like out the packaging. So when you get it, it's in a package like this. Y'all see the size of this next to my head. The swing does fold down to be this small. You know what that means? It's spend a night bag friendly, okay? That means it can go in the carry-on. You don't even gotta check this bad boy. You can put it in there with the rest of your stuff. Heard from a friend that TSA ain't gonna bother you and be in your business. But the swing can go on board. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. It'll have a plastic around it, but that plastic is just to secure the packaging that it's in. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. The swing is $89. $89. Go ahead and open it. So now when we take it on out, look, I'm giving y'all the information y'all need. I'm gonna always give y'all the real information y'all need, okay? So this is what it looks like. Right, it comes in this pouch that you use. It's a satin bag that you use to carry it in, BK Suspense, and then it has some information on here, right here, telling you to forget the screws and bolts. Pretty much our description of the swing. Okay, now I'll go ahead and open it up and get it loose. So if I kind of want to give you another kind of comparison of the size, that's the remote control for a Roku TV next to the swing, right there. So I know it don't look like it could be that small, but okay. So when you open it, you're gonna get the swing out. Just like this. And let me pull it out of the pouch. Now, first thing you want to pay attention to, I just dropped it. If you drop it, pick it up. Is the manual. So the manual is going to explain to you just how you set up the swing. But I'm going to talk about some of that with you guys. But it'll tell you how to use it, how to clean it, how to maintain it. Here's my recommendation. Here's my pro tips. I'm mad that I got pro tips about how to swing from a door. Anyway. My pro tips are, you go ahead to bedroomcandy.com and search Suspense, or hit the link in our bio for it, my dear. So, pro tip, I'm not that tall, but I am 5'9", almost 5'9" in height, so I got a little bit of height to me. The swing does deliver, I'm sorry, excuse me, it does adjust height. You know what I mean? But I have a stool in my house. I like to adjust it to where it already needs to be and just sit directly in it. But you can also adjust the height to where you need it to be when you're not. Another pro tip. The first time you use the swing, if you're feeling anxious about it, put a pillow under you on the floor or something like that in front of you so that you feel like you got a little bit of a padded cushion. I ain't never fell, y'all. I've been swinging. I've been Supermaning on it. I've been swag surfing on it. All of that. You become a consultant the same way. Go over to our website or link in our bio, and there's a join link. So, okay, when we bust the swing open, the first thing I want y'all to pay attention to is this seat right here. Y'all see the width on that? We got some width on that seat. That's how I was able to support all of that. Okay? We ain't gonna say nothing else. Y'all know what y'all heard what y'all needed to hear. It supports. But I always recommend when you sit in the seat, you want to sit so that your butt is kind of hanging on a tiny bit off of it, because that's how you get the best access to the areas that we're trying to access in the swing, if y'all catching my drift, right? We don't want to lock it away. We're trying to give it away. Okay? So you can use this, but you'll notice that right here, this is a very soft kind of velvety material, right? So it's padded against your skin. Right? That way you're not uncomfortable. So I know a lot of people see this side of it. This is just the reinforcement of the strap, but this is what your skin is going to be against right here, right? The soft velvety side. You'll also notice that all of the parts that support you in addition to that, so the part that my leg was in and stuff like that, is also coated with that same soft material on the inside so that it's comfortable against your skin, right? Now, let's talk about the part that's going over the door. The door, because we go into the door. This right here is a metal bar. It's a steel bar, right? That's fastened into the swing. What happens is this hooks over the top of the door, right? Just like that. And then when you pull the door closed, it snaps into the door, right? So if you're using it on the side that the door is closed, it's actually helping that reinforcement of keeping the door closed. You got this on both of your straps, right? So both bars, you adjust the straps as far apart or wide as you want. My recommendation is when you put it up on a door, give it some space and some separation, because that gives you a lot more wiggle room to kind of move around once you're in the swing seat. So this is what's keeping the swing up on the door, which is why we don't require any screws, any bolts, anything like that. Now, the other part that you want to pay attention to that's really, really important is that's why we say that you can't have that gap, because we want to make sure that there's enough of a securitist at the top of the door to lock this in place. But if you have a gap at the top of the door, it leaves too much opportunity for these bars to not be where they need to be. Okay? The second thing that's really supporting the weight in the swing is not the door. I think the door is the least of your concerns, to be honest. You want to ensure that those hinges on the door are installed properly, that they're screwed in well. You don't want any loose hinges, and you don't want any loose latch strikes. So what is the latch strike? Let me grab my phone. Let me take you with me real quick. You're in my office, so this is a little bit stronger of a door, but you'll get the drift of what I'm talking about. The latch strike right here on the door is this portion right here, where the door actually closes into. So you want to make sure that that's nice and firm and tight, so that when the door closes, we know that it's not going the opposite direction. Sometimes that is loose, and a person, even though it's there, the door is not really secure closed. You don't want that. That's not a door that's safe to swing on. The door itself is doing the least of the weight carrying, because really this frame that's kind of going around right here, that's securing it and it's closed, and that very tight space up there, that's what's keeping Maybe. Can y'all hear me? I'm seeing the, there we go. I think we're set now. Okay, so I'm gonna grab something else. Now let me show you some other parts of the swing so that you got a sense of it, right? And just confirm that you guys can hear me. I saw my microphone doing a kind of a little funny thing, so I just want to be sure. Now, you'll notice that there's adjustable parts on all parts of this swing, as well as a handle. Is the sound still off? Are we good? Because somebody said, okay, perfect. Because y'all needs to hear how to be swinging. All right. Now, this right here, once you latch this over the top of the door, you got this first strap up here up top. You might have noticed that I was holding on to that in one part of this there, right? That's one of the support handles that you can use, and there's on both sides of it. The other handle that we're looking at, and I'll put it up on the door before this video closes so you can kind of see it up there, right? Now we've got a strap here, right? This is the strap that's adjustable. Look, it's very simple to adjust once you have this part flipped up, but once it's down, I can't pull it that way. You see, I'm really trying to get this thing to pull down. We ain't gonna pull nowhere. But when it's upright, that's how you'll be able to slide the swing seat up, slide the swing seat down. The minute that it is back in its downward position, we are secured in how it is, okay? The other part of that is that's the same attachment that I used to hold my hands in when I was kind of Supermaning and I was upside down on the swing. My hands were in this part, right, while my feet were up on the door. But when I was facing forwards and sitting, my legs were in this part, right? So now we're seeing how we get a little flexible here. But this also can tighten entirely, right, to be additional hand straps up top if you want just kind of a wider something to hold on to. Okay, so that's the second part that you want to know. The same adjustability happens with the swing seat itself. So if you're shorter or taller than your partner, same thing happens. You can adjust the seat up and down. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's throw this on the door for y'all so that you can kind of just see that quick adjustment. And then if there's any other questions, I got you guys. I'm willing to answer them. But I did want to make sure that I took these little couple minutes that I had to help you understand. What I really want to give y'all the information about is how you're making money, right? So we showed you how to swing yourself. And I enjoy doing all the swinging that we can do out here in the streets. But I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't tell you how to get to the coin if you were interested in that part of it. Because I see a lot of people asking questions about how to become a consultant, right? Now, I am somebody who has been in the industry for 10 years. I wasn't originally with Bedroom Candy upon my start. I was with another company that no longer exists. I joined Bedroom Candy as a consultant in 2018. I'll tell you guys, I came into this industry. My child was diagnosed with autism. And I had been making really good money in my previous career, but it was really taking a lot of my time away from him. So that's what made me kind of look into doing these types of things, doing the toy parties and all that type of fun. I looked at it like, well, sex sells. It's the industry that's not going anywhere, right? It's the oldest profession. They've been making coins off of this since they was bringing gold coins into the brothels back in the day. You know, we talk about BC, AD, but I looked at it as a really sustainable industry. Now, as much as I like shaking a thing or two, I wasn't trying to have to climb the pole to do it. Okay, I didn't want that to be my everyday. But this is one of the most easy ways to have gone in the industry at the time for me and still capitalize on the sustainability of this industry. Bedroom Candy, however, is not just toys. You have 9 different income streams. So when you think about Candy Burris, when you think about Candy and how she gets to several bags, that's really what the BK model is, right? We have the adult products. We have our Tease and Please products as well as our toys. We got the CBD. We have Bath and Body. We have a men's grooming collection. We have a cosmetic collection, a hair care collection. We have sex education and things of that nature. So, and then we have an entire wellness collection designed to deal with a lot of the intimate issues that people have in the most private places of their bodies and their lives, right? So you're talking about 9 different sustainable industries, because each and every one of those on their own are billion-dollar industries. Beauty alone, $1 billion. Cosmetics, $1 billion. So there's multiple ways to make money under one umbrella without you having to join 5 different companies, right? So there's the first part of the money. The other part of it is consultants earn 40% to 60% commission. So the way that works is you come in at a baseline of always earning 40%, but the more you sell, the more you earn. Once you sell $1,000 worth of stuff, or AKA about 10 of these swings, you won't get to that point where you're getting that next level of commission. You'll earn an extra 40, you're now at 45%. That goes up to 50, 55, and then 60 and above. Right, for each $1,000 increment. Once you hit 4,000, everything you make from 4,000 and up in sales, you'll earn a 60% profit on. Okay, so the swing is $89. Let me give you an example. Right now, we have join options for $12, $35, and then our other kits that are usually priced $99, $199, and $499 are 25% off. So we're looking at $74, about $150, and then the last one is somewhere closer to the the $400 mark, right? So you get savings on every level, and the kits range from $12 to about $400 if you're doing so now. Okay, and each of those kits are basically gonna determine how much you get with them. Now, our $12 kit is an e-kit that doesn't come with product in it, but it does give you a credit that you can use to go into the dashboard and purchase a product, or that you want to get, and use it to add to your kit or customize. I always tell people, if you want to custom build your kit, that's a great option for that, because then you go ahead, pick your items, and guess what? The stuff that you buy for your kit, you're going to also get your percentage off. So you'll earn your discount on those items, which contribute to your sales and helps you make that more money later. So a swing for $89, for example, at a 40% commission, makes you $35 about every time you sell a swing, right? So just imagine if you bought a $35 kit. Selling one swing makes your money back. Everything after that is profit. You only stand to make money from there. There's no loss, right? Buying a $12 kit and selling a swing, right, for example, makes you your money back that you invested plus profit on top. So there's no losses over there. But we're not even talking about the fact that we've got app control vibrators that you can control from Timbuktu in Africa. We're not even talking the fact that we have all these discreet looking designs, that we have the brand new peach, that we got all these soft plushy toys that just feel so nice on those parts of your body. We're not going to talk about that. That's just more money. So if you're really interested in that side of it, there's that. Then there's a lot of people who see a lot of stuff that we have and want all of it. Well, $12 gets you in with a 40% discount, and you can get all your stuff 40% off all the time at a minimum, right? With the opportunity for it to be more. I'll just put this out there because I'm about getting to the bag and making that coin always, right? I know a lot of people joined with the purpose of getting a discount, but when the pandemic hit, for example, they realized they already had a business, and people were able to turn just something that they had on the side into profit. So it's a great opportunity for some extra money, right? If you just want to bring forth $500 in your house a month, then you sell $1,000 worth of product. You could do that easily, right? If 10 customers spend $100, but that brings you an extra $450 and change into your household. If you want an extra $1,000 in your house, you're selling $2,000 worth of product, because you're going to earn 50% commission on that. So there's a lot of ways to earn, right? And you also have the option of building a team. I always encourage it. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. When I had became a consultant some years ago, I didn't plan to. Right? I was like, I'm from New York. I know how to get to a hustle. I will sell you the socks on your feet. Okay? And I'd be like, those are some nice socks. You should get more. But anyway, bottom line is, I did choose to start growing a team at the time because I had really, really amazing support. Like, nothing quite matches the community. If you look at any of our posts where you see our conventions and stuff like that, you'll realize that we're low-key like a little bit of a sorority, fraternity-ish kind of vibe over here. And that includes Candy herself. She's definitely somebody who submerges herself into the community, right? She's personable. You can walk up to her, you can talk to her. And I know that anytime that I talk to Candy about ideas and things to do, that she's always collaborative and working with them. I'm excited though, because this year, about 6 months ago, I went from the consultant side of the business, right, to becoming the head of the training and development department for the company. So anybody who joins as a consultant, you'll actually be quite familiar with seeing my face, because I'll be the corporate person who will help you get your business off the ground. Okay. I really like to marry my experience in this industry to the experience I've had outside of it. I know what it means to be out there on the ground. I'm clearly still making money, because them swing videos is certainly putting cash and coin additional in my pocket on top of my salary now. Right. But I really am passionate about it. I'm a board certified clinical sexologist. Thanks to Bedroom Candy, right? I became a clinical sexologist after becoming a consultant with BK. It was something that I decided to do when I did a party once, and I had a customer in my party who came to me, and she was just like breaking down, getting very emotional after the party. And I, talked to her a little further. I discovered that this young lady had been sexually assaulted, right? And in that moment, I wanted to help her but I also knew I wasn't qualified to really help her in the way that I would like to, and to be able to assist her beyond the table. So through our partnership with Dr. Rachel, some people might know her from the show The Doctors that used to come on Fox 5 or Fox, whatever number it is where you're from. But Dr. Rachel has an institute known as the Dr. Rachel Institute. She's one of our designated experts within the community. I participated. I took her course. I did did everything I had to do to get my board certification, and became a clinical sexologist as well. So it added that extra layer of being able to coach and client and help people get nurtured towards understanding their sexuality, whether it's me teaching you how to squirt, give a little bit of guac guac, or helping you recover from some serious traumas and things like that. And using BK as a vehicle, right? Some of our products are really good for dealing with some major issues, especially medical related ones. You know, we don't make necessarily medical claims, but we have some products that I know have helped individuals undergoing cancer treatment, right? People who have issues after childbirth, all that type of stuff. Our Kegel app, that's a G-spot vibrator, by the way, for example, is also a Kegel app that will actually train your vagina to where you want it to be, for example, right? So it has beginner workouts. It has a workout for if you're pregnant. It has a workout if you just had a baby. It has a workout if you just want to not pee every time you sneeze or cough, because that's when you know you over 30-something years old. When you go hot chew and that thing be trying to run away from you, you're like, hold on. Are you wearing panty liners just cause? Or you're really trying to train yourself to be really in control of your orgasms. So that's just like one of our products out of like a catalog of almost 300. Right? So if you have ever considered the business side of it, I hope that information helps you kind of make a decision about whether this is a direction you want to go in. There's nothing to lose. And I promise you that when you get over here, I got your back. Okay. It really feels good. And not that this is a company that welcomes any and everybody, right? Doesn't matter whether you identify gay, straight, bi, whether you are trans, female, male, non-binary, none of that matters. But as a Black woman, I will tell you my honest to God truth. Bedroom Candy is the only company I've ever existed within in which I have been surrounded by people who look like me, who are genuinely there supporting me. I have been in many environments where I have been pitted against and having to compete with other women and having to compete with other people of color in order to get our piece of the pie, right? And making this transition has allowed me to determine when I want to get a raise, right? So, I will, you know what I will say, Sabresta, can you shoot us a DM? I can go through some troubleshooting stuff with you, but make sure when you open your toys, you charge it for the full 2 hours for the first time. I know, even though it comes with a little bit of charge and you can power it on out the gate, if you don't give it that first full charge for the first use, that could absolutely impact. When a toy battery starts to get closer to its dead point, the strength of the vibration kind of decreases. And I got my peach right here, y'all, huh? Dun, 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 dun. I got about 2 minutes before I got to run onto a call. And I did want to say to you guys, like anybody who's looking for more information or want to learn more about our stuff, this Sunday, we're having a virtual event coming up on the 15th. Just so happens to be Dr. King's birthday, and I got a dream that everybody's going to get an orgasm. I'm just kidding. No, I wasn't. I was serious. I was very serious. But our winter symposium is coming, and we have 3 panels that are going to be happening for you. You guys will start seeing some posts talking about our panelists, but the first panel is going to be the self-care reset, right? From the mind, body, and soul perspective. We're going to be talking about CBD wellness. We got some amazing experts on that panel. You'll get to see about the products that lend to that, including those for our men. Our BK men pampering, stuff like that, you know, get the beard feeling nice and oily, have yourself smelling nice and good, so when you lay down on your chest and inhale you just, you know what I'm saying? Okay, but no, we have a lot of items to help our guys take care of themselves, because self-care is for men too. Our second panel is going to be finding the right vibrations, because we're only dealing with good vibes over here, right? But this is really going to be a discussion with a medical doctor, myself, another one of our consultants on our leadership. We're going to be talking about how to choose the toys that's for you. So like, for example, look, I know the peach is cute. It's cute. It's cute. And when you hold it just like that and that little nut pass by your clit and you hit it with that boom notion right there, I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't just cute. It's hitting for what it's supposed to. But this is not even a toy that's for everybody, right? Sometimes we're choosing toys because they look cute, because it's the hype, because everybody on the internet is telling you to buy it. But this panel is going to focus on helping you understand what you need to take into account when you're choosing a toy that's right for you. What's the best toys to see if your G-spot is spotting like it's supposed to, right? What's the best toys if you need to have more than one? You're the kind of person who realizes I need clitoral stimulation and internal stimulation. What do you want to use if you're a guy who wants to practice, abstinence, but still wants to, get off? Or maybe you want to stop dirtying up so many socks every time you release. We got stuff for that too, right? Couples toys, app toys, all those types of things. What the motors are like, what types of things you take into account. Because here's what I'll tell you, and I'll leave you guys with this, right? And I'm sorry, I said I was going to put the swing up on the door. Forgive me. I don't have enough time to do so, but I do have it in the tutorial video in our bio. There's examples on the door. But I'll leave you with this part of the conversation when it comes to choosing these toys and things of that nature. Buyer's remorse is for real, right? When you buy an adult product, after I bust this bad boy out and use it, if it don't do what it's supposed to do, guess what? I can't re-gift it. I can't return it. It's to touch those parts. It's yours. So what we really want to avoid doing is spending money on something that we don't know whether it's going to help us or not, right? And not getting that opportunity to make sure we know what we need to do before we make that buy. Right? That's why having these toy parties are so beneficial, because then you get a consultant who comes out, you've seen the toy, you held the toy, you felt it, you felt the vibration, you cut it on, you cut it off. So when you buy it, you feel that much more certain that this is going to get you where you want it to go, right? That also applies to body products. I could tell you that this is extremely moisturizing. I could tell you that, this is going to do what it needs to do, but until you could do that number right there, right? Now don't front, y'all. Y'all see that shine? Y'all see that shine? Now, if something is shining on a light-skinned person, it's doing something, okay? I'm glistening like a mocha latte sister right now. All right. Anyway. But anyway, the point is you want to have the opportunity to have an experience or understanding, but at the very least, you want to know that the toy that you're getting, right, that you've at least heard the details you need to know to say, oh, no, that sounds like it's for me. The last panel, y'all, the last panel. Panel. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a little excited, okay, because I'm a choke me, spank me kind of girl. Is our BDSM panel. We have got an amazing male professional dominant, Sir Marvelous, and his submissive, Siphon the Unicorn, joining us for our BDSM panel conversation alongside myself, our Dr. Chester, and then we have an organization known as Limitless Lux Lifestyle, who those kink events and experiences, joining us for a conversation around BDSM, kind of introducing you to what it is, the principles, showing you the sensual sides of it, showing you how you start off with this, what's for impact play, what's for sensation play, how we play with temperature, all of that fun stuff. It's steamy. It's the steamy stuff, y'all. So if you want to learn about the nipple clamps and stuff, come on through. If you try to figure out how to end up tied up like that, come on through. No, but seriously, it's going to be a very information-focused event. We're releasing 2 surprise new products this weekend, so pull up on Sunday, okay? That is my time, guys. I have to go. Any questions after that, shoot us to our DM. I'm going to be checking those messages. I hope I answered your swing questions. I hope I gave you the information you needed to see, and that you got the details you need to know to be getting out there and start swinging. Everybody have a phenomenal evening, and I'm hoping that I'll see many of you guys on Sunday.